Ayo! What's up, everyone? Alright, let me move up here a bit, get out of the way. Alright, nice. Alright, welcome in, everybody. Alright, I don't think we have much to say anyway, honestly. I think we'll just go and get this started. I think, last week, I think last week pretty much just started everything. We managed to get, like, to the intermissions, like, a couple random other ones, I guess. So, guess we'll just keep going here. I don't think we got through many like big story details. I would think. Not for sure, but anything too fair it says it's been like the ways it's hard to remember sometimes. Oh, sounds good. Laboratory. Oh, 80-20. Okay, I'm curious. Okay. Kind of curious to see what's up here. Oh, right, I forgot. We're doing the, we did the county mission last. We met Jack again, so I was like, hey, ooh, nice. But, everybody's doing okay. Definitely has been pretty normal for the most part. Doing good. Doing good. It's been pretty okay so far. You know, it's definitely a lot harder than but it's how I usually am. Considering I always like to, stay way later than I should. Play Smash with you guys on Sunday. So.
Private transport arranged?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
All right. So. Oh. Oh, there you are. Hi, Randa.
Commander Shepard. It's been far too long. We live in interesting times.
A little too interesting.
Yeah, for real, man.
I couldn't get anywhere near you when the Alliance had you locked up.
Relieved of duty. It was complicated.
I'm sure it was. I'm
Oh,
surprised.
so I thought you see crash note again.
The Alliance isn't known for its flexibility.
Hey, thanks. Wonder if it might be something that like
Shepard, about Earth.
like the resets and like as you earn points, it comes back. I guess. It'd be kind of fun though.
We have to.
Everybody has a weakness. Even the Reapers.
That's the idea.
I'm sorry, Shepard.
What about you? What brings you here?
I need to talk to a few people. Like you. The Citadel is a good place to meet. For now. What's the Alliance's next move?
We have a plan. It's a long shot.
Not surprising.
It always has to be a long shot.
There's something I wanted to mention.
What is it?
Oh.
I haven't heard from my sister, Oriana, for a while. I'm getting worried.
Your sister?
Yes. I don't want to overreact, but... Well, there's a lot going on.
It's in trouble again.
We made sure
Jeez.
she was safe.
We did. It's probably nothing, but... I just know my father is involved.
What happened?
I bet.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Everything I had in place to make sure she was safe went dark.
I have no doubt you'll find her, Miranda.
Thanks. I'm already working on it. I have to figure this out.
All right. Stay in contact, okay?
I will.
Well, that's something. Okay, now, kind of want to see what Art is up to, so see to find what the hell this purgatory is. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, grab transit. Okay. Oh, never mind. Still since we got to the freaking nobody. Okay, that works. Oh, purgatory. There we go. Oh, nice. Sounds like pretty bumping in there. Hmm. Okay. Oh wow, this place is nice. Damn. Hmm. Oh, where is she? It's like, I do remember the... Oh, hi, James. Didn't even popping up here.
Nice to see you down here in the dirt with us grunts.
No, don't steal my son. He's my son, man.
I didn't mean anything.
But I do welcome and follow him.
Uh-huh. What did you mean then?
See those Marines over there?
Hope you're doing okay. I know. I was... But I hope you're really trying to get some sleep.
Buying me drinks all night. You know why? Same reason they got all quiet and serious when you walked in.
That always makes sense.
Maybe I should expect it. There aren't a hell of a lot of people who've done what I have.
And now they get to meet you in the flesh. You should buy them around. It'll impress them.
Oh, okay.
The way
I'm
you
good with that.
think, Lieutenant.
Compadres! Hey! The commander would like you to have a drink. On her. So here's to us.
I was picking up the tab then.
Damn few. And they're all dead.
Oh, nice.
It's an honor meeting you, Commander.
Thanks, but we're all in this together. Every one of us has a part to play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cheers. Cheers.
Not bad, Shepard.
Cheers.
Thanks for the warning.
Thanks for the drink.
But at least it didn't cost us any money to do that. Alright. She's gotta be in here somewhere. So, did you remember reading that note that was saying apparently Arya's here? Oh, there she is. Okay.
So you admit you and your thugs are here illegally?
Yes, and it only took CSEC 3 weeks to figure it out.
I don't care who you are. You're required to go through processing like all other refugees. Come with me.
I don't think so. Shirk, get me the Asari consular.
Arya, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm being asked to submit to immigration process.
Starlet,
I see.
welcome in.
And now you've been processed. Is there anything else?
Nothing. Thank you.
Glad to see everybody's here.
I think we're done here.
How have you been?
Enjoy the show, Shepard?
I guess there's one rule on the Citadel, huh?
I guess so. I hate this place. So sickening.
Yeah.
Uptight.
It's
Why are you here?
right. Good. That's good to hear. I'm doing pretty good too. Yeah, the little raccoons, the Capamon. There's like the website you can go to deal one of those, and they end up having to pay out $10, but it's definitely worthwhile investment.
If it were me, I'd want revenge.
Glad to see we think alike.
Yeah, so I definitely super appreciate
I'll take
him.
Omega back, but I'll get back.
I call him my son.
You're here.
It doesn't have a name yet. As of right now, it's just my son.
I'm listening.
The way I see it, if you don't defeat the Reapers, we're all dead. Won't matter where I'm sitting. It's in my interest to help you.
What are you offering, Arya?
On Omega, I kept the Blood Pack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse in check. Now they're running amok. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, definitely.
Unite them under my rule, and you'll have a powerful and ruthless force for your war. I've laid the groundwork with all 3 groups.
Yeah, that is very true.
I need you to close the deals.
If they'll fight Reapers, I'll take them.
Now that's a bottom line I can respect.
Okay.
Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. The Blue Suns leader is incognito here on the Citadel. He'll be expecting you. And I already have a deal with Jonas Sidaris, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail.
You obviously don't know Bailey very well.
Well, that's to be interesting. I mean, jeez.
Lean on him. I think a united force of professional mercs is worth it. Don't you? It's always
I mean, that is very true.
Let me know if you want to talk later.
Alright. I'll see what we got here. Alright, so... What did I get from this? Enemies and large notes. Yes. Stock seems out first. As you can imagine, unlike the other themes, the Cypress is actually somewhat important. Because I don't know who else was here last time, but I mentioned there's hope is with the military strength, which kind of determines what any you end up getting. Because you know, the bigger you get, the better ending you get. Which is annoying, but that we can do. Alright, so... Oh, here we go. Commander Bailey.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk to you about releasing Jonas Sedaris.
So much about Mass Marriage total play? Yeah, definitely worth giving it a shot. I mean,
I'm delaying as best I can.
especially if you have
It's classified.
Game Pass Ultimate, I think
That's
was.
a fancy way of saying mind your own business. Look,
Because I know that they have the Legendary Edition there.
Public threat.
This is bigger than Sedaris or you or me. The
I mean,
Council's
they don't play the
orders must be
entire
obeyed.
original trilogy for
No, I
no
hear
extra
where you're
charge.
coming from, but this
Pretty
is
nice,
cut
not gonna
and
lie.
dry. I'll tell you what, if you meet her and honestly think she should be released,
That ship's gorgeous, yeah.
go to the CSEC outpost.
Yes, I do definitely appreciate the you know, the default film ship and default mail ship as well, because oh god, I wasn't paying attention. What?
Let me know when you've had a chance to talk to Sedaris.
Ah, crap, I wasn't paying attention. Damn it. Counselor. Well, that's not good. That's sounds about right. Oh. Spec terminal positions. Ooh. Oh god. These things are expensive as hell. Damn. Destiny sent over from Cerberus. It's turned peacefully. Oh, definitely. Someone is students keep attacks in school. Never return. That's. Oh yeah, definitely. So Mass Fat, top out a lot. I need to check it out. Oh yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I imagine you could find like a copy, maybe like the original versions for cheap, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, as I said, there's also the Legendary Edition, which basically, you know, brings all the games in one package. Yep, no problem, Scott. We'll work away. Alright, so... Oh, shooting range, okay. Definitely don't need that. Alright, so... God. I was just paying attention to what Commander Blue is saying, so I don't know what all I'm doing now. Okay. I mean, yeah, probably figured it might be like a different floor, because I'd be surprised if it's like the materials on the MC floor. Hospital. Hold here. That's sounds right. Let's try that out. See if hopefully we can manage that. Emergency civilian housing.
Yes, we can. Tell your friends to move their ship out of the docking bay.
Just let them land.
You know, if that ship doesn't clear out, the dock's authorized to fire.
Okay.
Right. We'll follow through if the situation forces us to.
But they're civilians.
I think it's that's hopefully the renegade one option.
Doing their jobs.
So maybe with the stuff I did, that probably is most clear.
Off in 30 seconds.
Don't fire.
Oh yikes! Don't know that. Oh, this looks interesting.
Wow. Arya wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard.
Oh, so we have actually be one of them
I'm here
now.
for my own reasons, Vosk.
That works.
Sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Taurian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector.
Oh,
I'll commit my gang to Arya as soon as Oraka's dead.
sure.
You won't have to worry
I'm all for
about
that.
Raka for long.
Love it. Commander Shepard taking out the Blue Suns trash, huh? That Arya is sure something special.
Alright, don't screw around, man.
Tell Arya I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
Well. See how it is with that.
What is it, Shepard?
You knew about this?
Can you be more specific?
Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Oraka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Araka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Araka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of him.
Let's see if it works.
No
Let's
need
hit
to
what I can get.
coded Arya.
Aw, Shepard, you think you know me so well.
I just don't see why you couldn't tell me the details yourself.
Vosk needed to see you, needed to realize who he's dealing with. Plus, if I have to suffer that scumbag staring at my tits one more time, I might have to kill him.
Yeah, he mentioned that,
That I'm going to sleep with him? We all have our delusions.
Definitely like Arya. As I said, she doesn't screw around. What do I do? God, I wish it might be a little clear what the hell I'm doing this. Alright. Should we wait tonight? Blue Suns. Not upsetting commons, the other just a bull pack. Okay. The little's probably just unlock the third one, I guess. Kind of still a little bit clear what the hell we're doing, but we'll work with what we got, I guess. If I don't mind that. Alright, so...
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Tuber, some commons. Here we go.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Ooh. That would look a lot nicer than before, at least.
You want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
For them, so,
Military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Mackenzie's a biotic.
the
Alright.
Alliance can use your help. There's plenty of non-combat roles.
Thanks. Who was that?
First human inspector.
Overcharging. Welcome to Elcos Combine.
gotta love this over random places where you can just use for random people just for small boosts to your freaking renegade or what? Oh yeah. Yeah, so you just random points for some reason. Alright. Oh, but whoa. Blood sugar number, ooh. God, I honestly like the blood sugar number. It's design. It's pretty awesome. As far as I haven't used that in a while, couldn't think of it. Although, God, I can't believe it's that much though. Kind of wild. Okay. Alright, where are you, Gnarl? Oh, thank you. That helps. Alright.
Quick, hands behind your back. We'll be here any minute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crete, Bloodpack's leader. Arya brings him the great Commander Shepard. Crete pledges the gang to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Okay, this
Not
still
the best
works.
start to our friendship, Gnarl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back and try to look like I beat you up or something.
Okay. Still what you got, I guess.
This goes wrong, it's your ass.
Quiet.
People are working for freaking Batarian all of a sudden.
Arya to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard, want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Creed. So, do you agree to Arya's terms?
Most definitely. Arya can use blood.
Looking forward to the option, watching the family be able to shoot him.
Wasn't talking to you, Creed. Grill?
What? You
The
have
what?
word. Now open fire!
Okay, so didn't have to do then. Say so.
Next in line to take over. Arya's deal is with him.
Oh, so I'm expecting to have to like fight him themselves, but I'll take that.
More, Shepard. You've scratched my back. Now I'll scratch yours.
You please don't.
Word of advice. Don't
You're
double
not so
cross
sharp.
Arya.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh.
Also, actually, come think it like everything is sharp, so I kind of don't want to
Anytime.
be anywhere near him.
Grill and I will let Arya know the light is green.
All right, that works. Easy enough. Alright. See where we're going now.
Who cares about the money? Haven't you heard the news from Paladin?
I've seen Paladin burning. Those fires aren't going out anytime soon. If you can help.
Look, Cyrus, you want to sell your shares of Walk fine, but I'm not selling financial.
Okay, we'll go with that then. Alright. Oh god, which one are we going now? God, there seems like a lot of like random like dead ends in this place, which is kind of unfortunate. See what we can do about that, I guess. God, I'm feeling that the other two might be like separate planets, maybe. As I honestly I do not recall like what that's about. I'd like to say about it. No, I have no for now. Not worth it. Sweet, sweet. Had to be into Mars. Gotta make it difficult now. Normal hospital named Tenor Aura. Oh, okay. That's interesting. God, like everything going on now. Definitely 200 Citadel. Alright, guess we're still getting back in there then. There's like a ton of stuff in this place. Dice dogs. Yeah. Might as well. What is it? Okay, that was weird. That's what that was about. Oh wait, shoot, is that? Oh no, that's DLC stuff.
This against all known locations and update the map. They contact the field teams.
Yeah, whatever. Well,
Yes, sir.
much like it started, I guess.
I'm Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, did you gather the Leviathan data for us?
Oh, so this is the Leviathan DLC. Oh my god. Yes.
Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Alright, at least now I get to do some shooting.
To investigate legends.
I'll deal with that.
Old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Can't believe we do that this early though. It's kind of
A lot of
crazy.
resources are stretched pretty thin. Is this really worth the time?
Just imagine if this task force had existed 3 years ago when you discovered the Prothean beacon. This whole war might not have happened. But now with
Don't
the
I wish?
we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No.
Oh. Definitely can afford that. Those
Commander Shepard, I need
points.
C-Sec at my location now.
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Oh, that's fine.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You killed someone.
Shot your boss. He's dead. Why?
After you arrived, it was dark, cold, like I was somewhere else.
Take a good look. You did that. You pulled the trigger and killed him.
Wow, it's been rough all of a sudden. But
No.
jeez.
I couldn't
God.
have. No, I'm not a murderer.
Yes, you are.
I saw you pull the trigger. Then you tried to kill me.
I swear I didn't.
It's like this beat it back up and it's been new level that.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
We'll do it later. I don't want to deal with audio logs right now.
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Oh.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic so he can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh, that's interesting.
You'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something.
Huh.
Give me the brief.
About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have
That's weird.
Reaper in the first place?
Exactly. That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up.
I always wonder about that. It's like
Admiral,
even before the first team, I guess.
field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan
That's what I'm
themselves.
assuming.
Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator. And it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
Can't we get involved with this kind of stuff?
We're meant to be that assistance.
Oh, okay.
I see Bryson's point. Anything capable of bringing a Reaper down is worth finding.
Despite the potential dangers it could pose, I would agree.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's
I'll see what we can do with that.
recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Oh, chance for maybe right there.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
I love that. They ask you to search for it, and it's like right in front of you. I imagine there's probably at least some people who would like went the complete opposite direction. It's like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Okay.
He's out there somewhere. We need him.
I'll do what I can. Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan.
Almost similar to ours,
It may
ooh.
help us locate Garneau.
Interesting.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
Not very much.
But we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Oh, I like this. It's kind of interesting.
These are all murders in which the accused
Is that
lacked a
the-
known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible.
I'm interested. Not
We'll
gonna lie,
find
it's
data
very.
matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Huh.
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the galaxy map program.
Oh wait, it kind of feels like it's just like a match sort of program, I guess.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Alright, activate. What else do we have? Sir. Oh, we're just back outside. What else do we do though? Ah! Love that. Oh, actually, wait, I think I remember. I think the only once you complete this, you have to take it back into your ship. So you may scream whenever you want to, which is awesome. Love that. 11% of Pharaohs, so that's noon. That Thorian. Gotta remember that thing. That thing was a pain.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
Dude, I mean, at least on like the earlier run-throughs, I was in trouble with that fight. There's like so many people shooting you. It's kind of insane. Rocks.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Yeah.
Meteorite sample. Traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need Ezo?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Huh.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for
So I suppose that kind of makes sense, because I think they remember a lot of these, a lot of the pickups I remember from the last game were like, not huge. So yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Spirit Console.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
Makes you wonder.
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search.
Oh, picture.
Anne Bryson, age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
Oh, unfortunately, someone's not going to be having a daddy. Which sucks.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
Alright, let's see if we can get some from what we have now. Let's show them 0.
0 deposits.
Go with that.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Can't, we kind of need to at this point. Local current, creature sightings.
Sightings?
Alright, this down to 3.
3 possibilities.
Okay. Activity, let's try that.
Activity.
Oh, nope, that didn't help.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Damn. Alright, deactivate that.
3 possibilities.
Huh. Rod. Love doing that. See what else we can do here. I figure there'll be some maybe up here. I'm not gonna lucky, who knows. Oh, I thought there was something there. I'll go live.
Per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Death.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody. But the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least. And its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day
what that's about.
The real Leviathan of this, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant.
Curious.
The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of this. There never was.
Probably nothing important though. I was either mentioning something. Now, then I'm probably trying to figure out what else we can narrow it down to. At least I'm hoping there's someone there that we can use. That's just the exits. Yeah, this sort of brings back up to that. Oh.
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Yeah, exactly. Not important. Anything else we can interact with? That feels like a ship or something, at least. Oh, here's something.
This appears to be encrypted data on Reaper fleet activity.
You think it's relevant?
Possibly. But it is impossible to say without more data. And the decryption key.
Yeah, let's hope.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. Hell does that mean?
Just keep it on him? I mean, it kind of makes sense, honestly. Another one trying to figure out where the hell his body is. Oh boy. God. Hard to track on everything now. Wait, did it?
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Okay, yeah, still not important.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis. But I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
This art. Just get that little way she just like pauses there. We'll see what else we can do. What else can we do? Curious.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
God, it's weird though. Alright. Give me a second. Map. Told her. Okay. I think we got an idea now. Oh, ooh, upgrade. Just noticed that there. Oh, getting caught there. What the hell? That is like the weirdest painting ever. Feels like it's made like the freaking Peter all of a sudden. Oh, here we go.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
I love that.
Let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Let's see. Hopefully this actually make everything work now, so we can actually narrow it down to one.
Complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern.
So there's as much as 3 possible options to be manageable. I kind of prefer to be sure about this.
Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Alright. And extra experience will also help too, so I'll take what I can get.
Reaper activity.
And that's it.
We have a match. Marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Very nice. Got everything done now. Oh, okay. So we can actually move out of here now. But at the moment I think we want to knock out some more stuff while we're here still I'm like blacking out right now. Yeah, we'll head to Purgatory. Talk to Ari, and I think there's like another mission for us. I'm assuming. Oh. Fucking control's dead. God damn it.
Where was it again? They canceled the trip. Donated the funds to some charity when Earth was hit. And then, out. Shit. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's stop it more manageable now. Alright, there we go. Much better. That's always the worst thing when your freaking controller dies in the middle of doing something good. At least with something like the Xbox, it like actually pauses the game, so you're not like getting screwed by something else.
Look who's here. So what's on your mind, Shepard?
What path we clip? Sorry.
What's new with you?
That's supposed to be funny? Let's see. I've lost Omega. I got seasick eyes all over me, and I'm holed up in this poor excuse for a nightclub. Can't even get Novarian rum here. In other words, I'm in hell.
Is that a mood?
Sounds like you have a lot to worry about. I'll get out of your hair.
You're quite the comedian today. We'll be seeing each other soon, Shepard.
I'm definitely feeling on that. It's probably medium 100. Oh, okay, we're in the wrong place. That makes sense. Flames, blue suns. Okay. You know, they don't should be a little more clear about, like, at least wish they'll mark the, what's... No, don't want to go there.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
24... Okay. Kind of should, like, mark out any map whenever you have to whatever you, like, read an email like that. Just to, like, try and remember everything when it's supposed to happen. There's a little new inside.
But you're on the Normandy, right?
Oh, hi.
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I don't have
I remember you.
track record with reporters.
Oh, that's Jessica Chobos.
I know, and it hasn't exactly endeared you to a galactic audience. But that can change. I'm a military
That's not
reporter
like an
with a show
interesting...
called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all
It's
council
definitely an
planets.
interesting
My
person to
producers
put
want
into a
me
game.
embedded on a
Not
huge
gonna lie.
ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won.
Very much so, man.
I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Sure.
Tell your producers yes.
Take what I can get, man.
We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 footlocker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
You seem a little underdressed for being a military ship. Come think of it. I don't think we still don't have to talk with her that much. Thankfully. Alright, now... Where the hell are you, here, you? Let's launch, checkpoint. There'll be somewhere around here, at least I'm hoping. Yeah, must be... The only thing I might as well just like to leave anyway, it's not worth it at this point. It's just because... the one thing kind of knows me about what Kelly did in the last game, just moved over to the freaking emails. Alright, let's get around that. First one, finance made done. Oh, I think I already did that anyway. Yeah. Alright, let's just don't keep going with the freaking Leviathan DLC. First waste too much time now. Alright, so... Super slab, don't want to go there yet. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're definitely heading this way. Oh god, but... There are a lot of freaking fuel in there. I mean, jeez, man. Oh, so we're... Scanning. Cool. Not you. Not you. Is it you? No, not you. Could be one of these. Not you. Odd. Oh wait. Oh wait, yeah, we're supposed to do that. Oh, actually, that makes sense. Which one is that? God, it feels like it's messing with me now. Okay. Just wrong here? To find him. Okay. This is not making any sense. Oh.
We have located Garneau.
There we are. Oh, thank God. If I know that already, no. Alright, so... Therefore, we'll do is I'm going to definitely do the arrows. And... Let's bring James along. Give it a bit of a shot. Let's look what we got. It's only a 4% drop, so nothing huge. Let's first for the reverse. Okay, I'm aware of that. Stop that. Verification, blah that. Yeah, just drop this here. Why not? I don't bother about that. Oh well. Not a big deal.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
Powerful enough to take down a Reaper, but hiding from the war. There's more to this.
That's always more to that, you know.
The answers we need.
Sweet mission.
Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. They're after Leviathan too. Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun to be on an asteroid like that. Ah, here we go.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, Cortez, yeah. That's present that, you know...
Scouting party.
And it sounds like they brought some friends.
Yeah, so that's present like the gunship driver would actually be like an important character, but hey. Oh, send him right towards me. Oh, bad. Damn it. Oh. Hmm. I'm supposed to stop cutting me towards them. That'd be nice. Okay. They ignore me, thank God. Oh, I'm shooting James. There we go. Come on, go down. You are being not great. There we go. Alright, sweet. Another one down. Oh, but there's a second one. Oh, shoot. God, about the life freaking ammo has this guy, man. Oh, that's fun.
Let's get Garneau before the serious.
Could put like almost my entire ammo in this freaking gun. But worth it. Alright, let me see if there's any more around. Let's like refill. Yeah. Just we're gonna have to go with what we got, I suppose. Which is unfortunate, but hey. So it's life. Oh, never mind. Sweet. I'll go with that. I pass. Oh, okay. Oh, now I remember now. There's no bypass minigames now. It's just you set a hold on the door while Shepard hacks on her own, which is interesting.
What's with this business as usual?
Looking like careful, having like 2 brutes of like for outside. These huge bastards, man. That's creepy. Very creepy. Oh my God, dude.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be. Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
I'm concerned.
Look, we don't have time to waste. I'm looking for a researcher, Dr. Garneau. It would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
I am very concerned.
We have no Dr. Garneau.
Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just
I
go
think
with
you guys
you
need to
for
see a
now?
doctor, man.
The access elevator is broken.
Jeez. Oh, they broke them themselves.
And now, we're done. Step away.
Step away. You don't belong here.
Something ain't right here, Commander.
No shit.
Carefully.
It's kind of obvious.
Stranger and stranger.
Need to fix that elevator.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Gotta make sure to stay inside the little cone here. Definitely feeling they're just gonna start shooting now. Oh. Okay. Oh, that works. That was easier than I thought. I'll take what I can get, man. 7 days, yeah, Randall. Oh, yeah, there's Garneau. Goodness, we got it.
Said Garneau came through here in the last week. Why are they lying about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
Yeah, that's a good question. Anything good around here? Oh. See, data pad. That's money on those, okay. Kind of weird. I think remember it's usually been like a God, what am I looking over now? It's for XP.
The train's gain threshold before psychosis is too high.
What if pain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting.
Yeah, so I've got to say there's a little bit of an interesting dynamic, I suppose. Kind of like a... Oh. Ah, door.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied. This is a restricted area.
Okay.
Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Kind of obvious, man.
So is it just me, or are these people doing everything but mining?
They're being lazy, not mining. That's what you think. It's very concerning, man. Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Yeah, that's for sure. Actually, let me see what that by Vestor goes to. Kind of curious. God, at least I think that the don't have to deal with the mini games anymore for those kind of things. Definitely very nice, sir.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garneau. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garneau out.
That's a given.
So he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yep, we just get to the security terminal and plug in the code.
Alright, nice. That helps. Alright, now we just gotta get back to that and hope, you know, people don't start blasting. Then I start blasting.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I still can't get to that, I
I
think.
don't have that.
Access denied.
Okay. Looking through some of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with her. It's probably not worth it. God, I wish I could save time to just like start shooting anyway. Instead, that would save us a lot of trouble with someone hoping.
Even
Okay.
Salvation is the merciful ring. Absolutely. That's the data to use.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Wait, still on? What? That's strange. Huh. Okay, I think I already went to that. No, not really bad. So then, what am I missing? I'll just doing a circle after that. Yeah. Go. I can't leave. That's fun. Hmm. Okay. That feels like there'd be something I'd be able to do somewhere for that. Oh. Oh wait, I think I already went check that one second. We got the money for that. So hopefully. Oh, that's promising. 2319. Oh, well, that works.
Personnel ID. Huh.
There we go. We've got something. Which I'll definitely take that. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I just gotta make sure to the right place so it's quickly. Just trying to like get your way through here is a little. It turns you around a bit, easy, honestly. Kind of insane.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
That was easy. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't try doing like the voice match for these things. There's people like a little bit more security, but yeah. Kind of expected that. Can't make things any easier. Date pad. Subscriber taping off. Mission prayers. Probably not important. Oh, another one. This, they're pretty just like an upgrade, okay. Can't go any farther in there. Very odd. Huh. Oh no. Yeah, so that's one thing that kind of annoys me is that well, like at least in the second game, you to like drop down yeah, so like it dropped down each of the missions, get some ideas about what's supposed to do next. But it seems not the case this time. Don't know why. Alright, let's see if maybe it might do something. At least I'm hoping. See what we can get here.
You shouldn't be here.
David, I'm still here though.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
There's... God, I can't believe that. Don't know. Okay. God, at this point, I'm just kind of like looking stuff up, trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do here. Just at least not being a little like unclear about what everything's going on. But they're very lost at this point.
I want to hear that again.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garno. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garno out.
This is very annoying, not gonna lie. Security console.
Turn back. You shouldn't have been here.
Yep, starting here. Oh, okay. That helps.
Punch in Garno's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
I thought we missed that. That's very weird.
Dropped him off a week ago.
Looks like he had full access, then went into hiding for some reason.
I don't know what to do with that is.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
Garneau was heading to the mines.
I mean, yeah.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
Can't we get one though? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Let's go get Garno.
That works. Alright, now we can probably move forward. Because that kind of sucked. As I said, it's like a really clear sometimes about where what it's supposed to do in some of these places.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Yeah. There we go. And we're in, finally. Alright, so... Ooh. I feel like how clean this place is. At least a little too on the nose.
Is that Garno?
If it is, we came a long way from nothing.
A little dark for people to see, though.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you alright?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
Whatever's going on here, I need you to focus.
Yeah, let's hope.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
Really?
But what about the artifact you mentioned in your message?
I did? No.
Thought to mix stuff up now, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to say sometimes.
Attacking, so I need to break you out. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Oh, that sounds like a Harbinger.
You will not take what is mine.
Oh.
Don't think that's Garneau we're talking to.
You!
Resuming control.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Jeez. I just gotta run here then. Come on. Take what too long to like the freaking hex things.
Someone cut the power.
What, do we still hack stuff? Okay.
Leave
We need to get to that artifact before he does.
Oh, damn it.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route.
Yeah. Would have locked everything there, so. Ah. Never found again so far.
Garno's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
Map shows a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
Of course.
Yeah, I figure if he ever comes out, probably gonna shoot people, so. Oh, that's. What the 50 freaking hogs? Probably majority of them probably are. Oh wow. Just noticed like the prevent like that little fires by like hitting them, which is kind of crazy. Oh, nope. Alright, so I just gotta get around there somehow. Wait, what? Christ. What is the deal with this sometimes? So I figured out to get around that, so yay. Alright. Let's hope it'll work sometime. There we go. Now I figured it out. As some of these... Some of the geometry is like super weird sometimes. Don't know what the deal with that is.
There he goes.
Oh, yep. Now people are shooting us. Okay. Oh, I was gonna shot at. Alright, that one down. Sweet. Oh my god. Ravagers. Those are the ones that have the freaking shockwaves. Or is that the same thing? I'm not sure. At least something similar. Do they have freaking incendiary ammo, so I don't have to worry about too much.
Heads up! Enemies on that upper balcony.
Watch our flank!
Should be okay though. That's what I'm hoping. Oh. Nice roll, dude. Come on. Pop back up here. There we go. No, I guess you eventually, man. Get back up here. Pop your head up, man. Ah, crap. I'm low on ammo. Very not good. Oh, whoa, god. Just freaking inlighting himself. Crap, dude. Oh, no. Don't you dare, don't you dare. Shot it behind the ass. Lovely. I love that, man. Oh, hi. God. I still love the incendiary ammo works even when to melee them. Nova, that's... Oh... That's just a shockwave, probably not worth it. God damn it. That sucks. Oh, I think that's a lot of health. Yeah. What? That's unlocking this. Oh, Jesus. Die! There we go. Remember, these enemies kind of, every time's kind of sucking. I'll turn my freaking ammo for this. God, you know if they want to get, like, you know, upgrade weapons? That'd be nice. Come on, give me something. There we go. Got the one down. Thank God. That was kind of a pain.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
Who's shooting? What is... What is the aim? What the hell is that, man? Alright. Come back to that, not worth it. Oh, these guys. There we go. Oh, they were already dead. That works. Oh, God. Spread them more than I thought it would be. Although, the funny thing is like the aim of the freaking sniper rifle sucks. Plus, aiming right at the head and it's still missing for some reason. Don't know how.
Looks like the door's power supply's been cut.
There are the trouble spots. The drone can repair it.
We'll need to escort it.
Drone's down to reserve power. It won't last long.
Oh, damn it.
Quick then.
Well, that is unfortunate. Guess we have to defend these guys again now. Which would be nice. Alright. Yeah, I'm expecting this probably to have to defend this guy. Which, yeah. Alright, one down. There's another one.
One repair done, one to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Come on, don't you dare, don't you dare. Don't you dare run away. There we go.
Stay close to the drone.
Got it.
Go, where'd it go, where'd it go, where'd it go?
Still need to escort that drone.
Oh, there it is, okay. Oh, that is... Oh! Come on. Oh, I think we can do about that right now. Alright. Get our stat, hopefully. Come on. We're fine, we're fine. Die! Come on. What do you want to do right now? Oh, lovely. Oh, that's good. Destroyed that, man. That was nuts. Love that.
Let's head back. Door should be online.
That was actually kind of sick, not gonna lie. towards the plan that not having to do all the freaking fighting the Banshee again, which I'm very much happy for. Alright, so that's full, so don't worry about that anymore. Sweet. Oh, done. Too many fire.
That artifact is
Like in Bryson's office. Move! I got a shot!
Turn back.
Garneau!
Boom! It go boom.
Damn it.
That's super unfortunate. But they got useful, not gonna lie.
Holy shit. Commander, check this out.
What have you got?
That wasn't Garneau. This is. Looks like he's been dead for a while.
So Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh.
God.
Anything else useful?
Encrypted data and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Ann Bryson.
Oh.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. You all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Let's get the hell out of here. Still way too creeped out, man.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
You'll find out.
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
God, they've been doing crazy for like 10 years. That is insane, not gonna lie.
If these people have been out of it for that long, they're in for a shock.
So this Leviathan can take down a Reaper and indoctrinate people too?
Do you think it actually is a Reaper?
I mean, it kind of makes sense, though.
If it's a Reaper, we need to know its motivations. How long has it been out here, and more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, they're too dangerous to have around.
That's what you think, buddy.
In the middle of the Citadel.
Jeez. Guess we're about the Citadel again. Was that fun? That's really... Yeah, I said definitely I'd say it's definitely like an interesting DLC. It kind of has that horror movie feel, I suppose. I can't imagine probably what I'm saying about that. At least that's how I would hope. Oh, okay. Dark 42. So I think that's the Citadel DLC. Not sure, but
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
actually shoot. I think.
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
suppose I probably should have chose that Bryson's lab to save a little trouble. Oh well. Not a big deal. Probably go back and just go back in again. Not a big deal. What's someone hoping? Bryce lab. See, I kind of wish I could go in there, like, you know, from within. But that's just life.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key.
Or plot armor.
Duration. It affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
If the Reapers are worried about it, then Leviathan has my attention. We could use that kind of edge.
Yeah.
Nevertheless,
yeah, I kind of feel that though.
Remain cautious. It's likely that Leviathan compelled Bryson's assistant to murder him.
Point taken. Just shows we don't know what we're dealing with.
Despite the
Yeah, that was going to involve with some big stuff to be able to, you know, actually win this.
Find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
See what we got there. Oh, okay. So actually, like, do some more cards here. Oh yeah, that stuff useful for sure.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Transfer everything for no transmissions. Blah blah blah. Okay.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, not much we can do about it now anyway, so we'll do what we can.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups. Likely
that's interesting.
Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Oh.
Could be worth a look.
Well, that helps. If there's some nice people point towards where I'm supposed to go now, so I'll take what I can get.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
I definitely need her now.
Wherever she is, we have to find her.
She sounded concerned for her safety. If Reaper forces are closing on her position,
then we find her first.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to
it is again. Well, that's fun. Hey, Speed, welcome in. How are you doing?
Can you identify this, Edie?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
just chilling, play some more Mass Effect here. Do not look around for stuff, but hey.
Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do. Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
But well, that's good. That's good to hear. Been to Demo Associate too. Usual kind of days here. Project X Direct coming tomorrow. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, they never should see what kind of gonna show about that. Although, I mean, to be honest, I usually end up like looking it up like after it happens. It's easier just to like look at those like compilations articles they usually put out like that after they show up.
Any correlation between
But I can understand why people are interested in actually watching the things.
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Okay.
There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
Oh, there's Icarus.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
Okay. So let's go and see what we can get from this. I think this must. Oh, it's a door. Nice. Curious.
Access card. Any idea what it opens?
The Requisitions Locker. According to
the locker. Okay.
It was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Bryson's assistant Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan.
That's curious.
It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently.
Okay. This kind of makes sense now, to think of it.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems.
Alright. Another problem trying to figure out what this locker is. Oh, never mind. Here it is.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab.
Oh, a lot of stuff.
Wind protection gear. Didn't need an environmental suit.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Ooh, Onyx blade. Ooh.
Give me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
I like the sound of that. That is very curious.
Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Alright, here we go. But first. Nice. I love that thing. Alright. Head back out of here. Okay. I'm surprised how quiet the map can get, especially when like the inside, I suppose. All right, so reporting does it sound right? Super slab, no. Can't take side. Let's turn about this way then. Ah. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. Can open our... Oh, yeah. Oh, thank God. I was already going to worry about, like, buying more fuel all the time now.
I found something.
Ooh. Hmm. So everyone should have habitats at power source. Let's image the word for it takes the
We have
press. Ooh,
located Ann Bryson's dig site.
that helps. That was definitely a lot easier than the last one, which I'm definitely happy for. Alright, so Darius and Liara. Well, actually, mess with the there's stuff here. Yeah, Darius and Liara. Give Liara a bit of a give some work. Actually, yeah, I don't want to go with the shotgun, I think. Seems sync. So what light by for this? Ooh, I like the sound of that. Okay, definitely go with that. Indicator. Yeah, I'm taking the. Yeah, let's try it out. Give it a shot. Figure why not? I suppose. Active 50%. This magazine. Visibility. Yeah, I don't use melee that much, so I think we're not gonna worry about that one. Although it does sound nice though, not gonna lie. Yeah. That'll work. Drop points, no, don't worry about that. Singularity. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, there we're good.
So we got reports of an attack on an excavation site.
Yes, an attack means we're on the right trail. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifact she uncovered may have caused additional problems. Who knows what we'll find?
Agreed. Take us in closer.
All right.
Copy that. We have hostiles.
Take us in.
There we go. There, jeez.
landing platform.
That's her.
What? I can't hear you.
Tracking multiple boats.
Get us over there.
Negative. It's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on. There. Go.
Jump!
Oh god.
We can't stay here, Shepard.
That was fast. That was fast. That was fast. I'm just running here. Not gonna worry about it now.
Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are. This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. It's too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about trying to fight everybody.
Copy that. We're on our way. Through here.
God. It's like intense, man.
Can you find a place to hide? Get there.
Alright, yeah, there we go. That's working a lot better than the last one, I think. Let's see in my opinion. Yeah. I'm super into doing shotguns now. Especially since it's like, takes a lot of weight. Just know that a lot of opportunities.
Well, we're not getting up that way.
Look for another path.
These another opportunities to like get to touch people. Alright, so now where is this place we can go to? Sounds promising. Alright, we'll go with that.
Looks like a bridge over there. Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Of course we are.
Some wires are short. Shouldn't take much to fix it. Give me
Alright, that works.
Got it. Raising the bridge now.
Understood.
Oh, we got a Banshee. God, Kenji's the worst. So as if we can pain to go around, son. Ah! Oh, I could. Oh, that's weird. I don't like it to the. Oh, what? Whatever. Don't I couldn't roll all of a sudden. Don't know why. That was weird.
This way.
There we go. Now we're moving.
Elevator spotted.
Got it. And the elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
God. Seriously, to definitely keep you busy, man. Everything's going on once all of a sudden. A lot more, apparently. Oh! Hi. What? That was rude. Don't deal with you now. Alright, first aid. Get back up yours. Oh, you. Bye. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So after that, hey, it works. I'll go with what we got. Nice. Managed to open it, which I'm glad for.
We're blocked. Find another way.
Damn it. Oh, I was blocked now.
We can make it through here.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry.
Yeah, it's like hundreds of them around now. We're still dealing with them though, so it's being more manageable. I must be able to shoot people in the back like that. It's fun. Yeah. Oh, jeez. It was exploding me once now. So shoot him. Come on. Let me hit him. Let me hit him. That's for the recoil. That'd be great.
You still there?
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
We're moving as fast as we can. Hang in there.
There we go. Thankfully, these things are a little bit easier when I know it's, you know, super close to you. So this thing if I can shoot at you, which I'm super excited for. Ah!
Around! Go around!
No, Boyles, stay down. Oh, God.
What's happening?
Somebody's made a dumbass.
Boyles tried to run for it. The Reaper's got him.
Oh!
Don't move until we get there.
God, it was. Yikes. I mean, big yikes, honestly. Everything is like, getting a little on the inside. There we go. Now it's working. Wait, what? Okay. Another one of those things? Ow. Interesting. Oh, whoa, hi. I kind of want to deal with it right now. I'm considering at this point, though. Wait, what? Where'd you go? Alright. The thing is a little bit nicer in like some cases. I was in. Huh.
Get to it.
Curious. Alright, so get more ammo. Oh, nice. More money. I'm both good for that.
Elevator's online. Coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
Well, that was his own fault for, you know, trying to run.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
They're not coming. We have to keep moving.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Sadly. It's very super unfortunate. That's how things go, though.
I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Shepard, look.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Huh.
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates. Get down!
Oh.
What are they doing?
Well, that's definitely concerning.
They've activated this. I've never managed anything. Doctor. They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Shepard! Get out!
Got it.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
Alright, there we go. Oh, we got a big one coming. Well, David.
We'll bring it down.
I don't know if I do damage to that thing, honestly. Oh. Yeah, better not too much. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. That was crazy. How did you get him? Oh, nice. Oh, thank God. I was worried. Alright, then we're good.
Everybody, let's go.
Oh, okay. Wrong way. That should be good. Just go and run. So there's probably a chance that the enemy spider slap even respawn, so if you're able to, get out of the way and just get out of there now.
You okay?
And I suppose probably work for like
Yeah, Commander. I
riding,
think so.
I guess.
I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector.
That'd be fun.
I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. Sorry.
That's the funny thing though, is it seems like the
What? Dead?
they're pretty close to each other in age.
Can't be dead.
You found something that wanted to stay hidden.
Found something?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine. The next, he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us.
Huh.
Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation and meet you there.
Oh, good. We'll finish that off then. At least you managed to get to like the big parts of it, I guess. Well. It's definitely a lot of stuff going through on this DLC though. Kind of crazy. You've spent a lot of time in the Citadel too. Kind of wild too. I don't think we'll come back here anymore. Which I'm definitely happy for. Also, I can't think about it. They move the body kind of fast.
Anne, you here? Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
I understand. But we really need your help.
I know. I'm just a little lost. Seeing all this again. He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a
Feel that, man.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst.
That's pretty intense, you would think.
I love that about him.
Yeah.
It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
Then help us hunt down whatever's responsible. You're our last chance.
Okay. If anyone can sort through this mess, it's me.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Better be.
When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
Okay. So get another round and start talking with her.
amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals.
Okay.
But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be
Well,
back on the
temporarily.
throne waiting for orders from the Queen.
Oh. Do you so much me the way, man?
You studied the Rachni?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, he might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Rachni as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders.
But I thought I'd kill the Rat Queen.
An organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does.
Yeah, there's something I wonder about. It's just like, well, I remember the sort of things I did like in the first game was, seems like that doesn't seem to like mesh with this game. Not sure why. There's like some weird happening. I don't know if it's like the transfer or something.
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's a mood.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right.
Okay.
Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
I haven't felt that.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to...
Are we still talking? Oh my god.
He was getting too old for long digs.
And I know this is hard. But if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe...
You're telling us a lot, though.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
I don't like it. But we're out of options.
Gotta figure it out somehow.
Leviathan's capable of when threatened. I know it's a long shot, but I have to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
I mean, very.
Noted. Edie?
Can we have that, though?
Energy signature locked in, waiting for activation.
This is pretty gutsy.
I don't know about guts. Crazy, maybe.
Well, it's not to all be crazy about this time, with everything going on.
I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Oh.
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Preston trying to control everybody else.
The darkness can't be breached.
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Belay that, Lieutenant.
Signal is
Well, that works.
Maintain connection.
We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
You're wrong.
Focusing the point of origin. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
Oh, oh boy.
I'm stopping this.
Back off! Where are you? Where are you?
Beyond reach.
Oh.
Trace complete. James.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Shit.
Damn.
Edie, update.
That was insane.
Rep, are you kidding me? Look at her.
I got it, Lieutenant. Edie?
We have a location.
Hang in there.
Leviathan coordinates sent to the Normandy, Shepard.
I hope it was worth it.
It will be.
I'm taking her to Med Lab.
Yeah, let's hope.
See you back on the Normandy.
Damn. Yeah, that was like crazy intense. You think that? Yeah, I can't believe this DLC's still not over. There's a lot going on here. Yep, there we go. That's the one thing that kind of worries me is that if if you got a system with the Reaper on top of it, you could kind of risking a lot. If you can't do much, you may get chased by one of them. And if it touches you, you're dead. Gotta be careful with what you're doing here.
Signal confirmed.
There we go, okay. Get in here quickly.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Sweet, let's get in. There's and James. Go James. For why not? Alright. And boom. Go with that. We'll take it as we can, I think. What did I do? Actually, let's get our level of this inner ammo. Probably worth it to use it like so much. Oh yeah, more ammo capacity, definitely. Shockwave. Shockwave cascades. Oh, yeah, that's definitely right worth it, I think. Yeah, I'll do Damien's short speed with it. Okay. And well, I mean, I already have Sandy ammo out of there. What about that? So let's get that one. Alright. There we go.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Thank you for the poop. Welcome in, Lap.
I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
How have you been?
Never seen anything like it. Can't imagine what's waiting for us down there.
Reaper killer, assuming Brian's task force had it right. Doesn't look like it wants to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Sure, but now what?
Yeah, so there's the moment we're kind of going through the Leviathan DLC, and here it's longer than I thought it was, honestly.
Commander, new readings
Kind
from the
of surprising.
It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
First it's underwater.
Water.
Looks that way.
Figures.
The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
Everybody hold your breath.
Kodiak is spec to nearly 1,000 atmospheres.
Do well, appreciate you offering the ball. Nice, good to hear.
Find out.
Oh,
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
yeah, this was supposed to, they had to work early, but after that, it's mostly a chill day, which I'm glad for. Plus, I got to do out tomorrow, which I'll put to use. Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Not our best entrance, Shepard.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Ooh. Let's see what this is about.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Busted ships, makeshift shelters. We're not the first ones down by that pulse.
Any idea how old could be Leviathan's last one?
Get bones that clean.
They were stealing all the stuff there. Oh boy. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going around here. Insurance for money. Sweet. Ooh, okay.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
There were that. Yeah, the third lot of money experience with us, kind of nice. Definitely like that.
I'm not recognizing any of those ships. They're ancient.
He's just samples, ooh. Man, there's just a different little of free money, free XP coming around. Kind of interesting. My kits, or that. There's a lot of these too. Ooh, damn. Back up. Oh, get rid of you. Get rid of the efforts. Oh, okay.
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
Nice looking machine. Bet it's a wreck.
Yeah, it would have been nice to be able to use that. This is being able to go around in when the Pacific Enemy mission was kind of fun. Kind of like doing that. Let's see, anything good? Anything good? I think mostly got most everything, I think. Oh, hi.
We've got company, Shepard.
Oh, God.
Must have been right behind us.
Protect the shuttle!
That was like a space whale. Oh my god.
Cortez, situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Okay, I'm kind of fond of this. Gonna have to work with it, I think. Well, there's only too much of a chance to switch back to the last one, which is kind of unfortunate. Does do so much damage though. Ow! Ow! Whoa! 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 And the reload time sucks. I do not like the reload time in this thing. Huh. I'm good here. Oh. Sneak behind me, man. You suck. Good on you, James, for keeping this huss busy. Ow, what? That's rude. It's sneaking up on me. Oh, hi. Oh, my god. Don't like this. Alright, oh yeah. Definitely need that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get it away. This thing does a decent amount of damage, though. Alright. Need to heal. At least Peter managed to do on this freaking brute. Which was fun. There we go. Oh, we got a second one. Cool. So, there seems to always be like more than one. Which, super. Ow! That hurt. I got away from you. Because you are a thing. Ow! Thank you, Cortez. Damn. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What did you do? Oh, thank God it's here to help. Okay, good. At least we lost him. I'm just going towards him. Screw it. Oh yeah, that'd be a bad idea. There we go. I got that enough. I don't find the recoil. This recoil's kind of a pain. Alright. Now we're even a little manageable now. Oh, Hydra, ooh. Oh yeah, I like the sound of that.
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
What about the Normandy? Joker could swing by.
Same thing would happen to her. The landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
That's unfortunate.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Oh, nice.
I'm game. We chased Leviathan this far.
If I could do a mech, no, another one.
It's a long way.
Hell yeah.
Not gonna sugarcoat it.
I hear you. Time's wasting.
Hold on a second. Are we actually considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
There's your answer.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Oh, so we're doing this again. Oh boy. Crap, can I? I think I still have to use it. Oh, damn it. For this moment, we're just gonna go ahead and just run for it, I think. Cortez, where are you? Okay.
Another power cell for you, Commander.
Never a dull moment. Grab another cell, Shepard. We'll hold them all.
Damn! That messed him up, man. Alright, get back up.
Got another cell here.
Definitely pretty nice that they let you use the same battery. Saves a lot of time, which I'm happy for. Yeah, we got it. Let's go. Get inside. Quickly. Stop dodging. Come on. Not doing it right now. Oh, grenade. Well, they might have missed that. I don't wish I could like heal Gears, but got that, I guess. It's a bit manageable now. Come on. Now we're in somewhere. We will stop like trying to eat Gears. Oh, thank God.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Gears okay. Thank God. Oh, come on. Get up there. Don't caught on the edge. Duh.
Alright, Commander. Let's get you out of there and I'll do a systems check.
Whoa. Hey, Commander. Are you really serious about this plan?
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Take care down there, Commander.
Closing hatch.
It'd be interesting to swimming through like that giant mech like that. It's gonna be nice.
Testing comm link.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Feel things just gonna like sink to the bottom. Can't imagine how heavy that thing is.
Looks good so far.
Copy that.
Oh, that figures.
Cortez? Cortez!
God, it's so quiet in here. Huh? How about that? That was weird. Ah, damn it, this is kind of fun being underwater.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. City is warming up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
Oh, this is fun. Getting further in now.
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. Getting some strange readings from the probe.
God, you know, honestly, I can't imagine the day that whenever want to try to like do like deep sea diving, because that'd be nuts. That'd be interesting. I can't think of it. It's like didn't like this steep. I don't know if we would manage that, honestly.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Oh, it has quite a drop. Oh boy.
Can't see anything just yet. it.
The drop is still not ending for some reason. Oh, there you are. Oh, thank God I didn't break.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
Hmm. Probably definitely nice to see flares like pointing directions to where it's supposed to go. Definitely appreciate. Oh, hello. Oh my God, he's huge. Not far enough, apparently.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
Oh, oops.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Anne? What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
You took down a Reaper. You could help win this war. Why the hell are you hiding down here?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat.
Quite a flood, apparently.
Understand why.
Jeez. God, I hear to get a nosebleed. The nosebleeds suck.
In the galaxy, the lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race.
God, so you with that jetty voice in the
With a mandate to preserve life at any cost.
that body's interesting. I mean, jeez.
The development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution.
Man.
In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
Oh, Harbinger, ooh.
Do you know anything about the device we're building? It's supposed to be a super weapon.
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Yeah, I've heard enough. Don't want to deal with that right now.
Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You
You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant to our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
God damn, dude.
No one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
That's your fault, bro.
Every race that's ever been destroyed is because of you. And now the Reapers will destroy you too, unless you start fighting. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all.
God, I hope it works out though. Wake up! Wake up! Oh my god, there's 3 of them.
Confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. You will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
It's time to run then. If that works. God, that was weird though. Not gonna lie. Alright, so everybody stop shooting then? Well, damn it. Hugs! Give me hugs. Bird hugs.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
Oh dear.
Shepard, wake up! She's freezing. You okay?
I said it was kind of wild though. Like,
I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back.
How did it go down there?
We found it. It's real. A lot more than we ever imagined.
So was it worth almost dying for?
yes.
It was.
It sounds lazy, but yes, it is.
Whether it likes it or not, it's part of this war now. And it's gonna help fight.
Sounds like a hell of a story.
Yeah. One for the history books.
Oh, jeez.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
Okay. Wow. Definitely a lot is going on right now. Let's... Don't available. Med Bay. Okay. 12:30. I think a bit about that. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking... Yeah, so I was thinking as we played through the mission, what a lot longer than I thought it would, so I was considering like maybe stopping here, but I figure, oh, no emails, for once. Don't forget to Citadel. They were probably like something small, I guess, something small or something, I don't know. See what we can do here. And I figure probably next time we'll at least get back to the main story. Because I know we were like spending a lot of time by messing around, and then there was the like the huge Leviathan DLC, which is like very something. Or actually, oh crap. Actually, I just realized this is pretty much set up for the Omega DLC. Still thinking about this here. Trying to think what I can do. So I'm not sure how much longer we need. Because I'm pretty sure the... Yeah. I think I got a good idea. Yeah, let's just go ahead and knock out the From Ash DLC. We'll do that. I think it's relatively short, so should be works for me, I think. Oh, so we're stuck with Liara. Okay, that makes sense. Coming gears. Alright, so... Morgus... That sucks, man. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. Here's 600 damage. I'll go with that. Sure, why not? Let's deal with that. Red charge. Berry bonuses. Yeah, very extra ones. Oh, crap. I don't have the points. Okay, never mind. Nova. Transfer speed. What is that? Oh, that was just a shockwave. Yeah, well, it doesn't pull, I guess. Sure, why not? Can't do it with her. Just speed bonus spell powers. Okay, we're good enough.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren launched his first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
We'll avenge the people of Eden Prime, but our first priority has to be whatever Cerberus has found.
Understood.
Do you have any idea what Cerberus found?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. Alright, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
This will be nice. That brings back my memories of the first game, and seeing my freaking audio glitch on me, which was great.
This was a beautiful colony once.
It survived, Sam. It can survive this.
But welcome to From Ashes, the Day 1 DLC for this game. I don't know if anybody remember the era of Day 1 DLC. Not the best idea that people come up with, but you know how it is.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean text sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
So, Liara, ever dug up, what do humans call it? A dinosaur?
No. Dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology.
Okay.
I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields
People
are
with hands.
And you were joking.
A bit. But at least you're catching on these days.
Thank God for that.
There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig. Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists
Oh, there's the elevator, okay.
in other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Oh, that helps. Like some of that. Let's see what's in here. See anything else important. At this point, I'm trying to see if I can get. Alright, so. Oh. Don't cut on the edge again.
Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's a Prothean.
Oh.
Like the collectors, or those bodies we found back on Ilos.
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
Oh, that's curious.
That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He is better with us than with Cerberus. Open the pod.
Of course. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
And let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Oh, hi.
There they are.
Yeah, I figure everything involved with them. To make them easier on us. Oh god, I forgot to put the freaking. Oh, I got a scope in here. Okay. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Nice.
Alright, let's get moving before more of them come back.
Pod data. No, this one seems like promising. See what happens with this. Or actually, ooh, okay. Oh, I'm putting bad place, bad place, bad place. No, 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 no. Did I wish that freaking smoke wasn't there? Would they shoot the airs? Oh, god damn it. Oh, turret suck. Alright. We gotta rid of them then. And screw you. There we go. Now we're somewhere. At least I'm hoping. Crap, they got it. There we go. God damn. There's a lot going on here. What? You. Dissingularity. As you are not fun. God, where's somebody around? That's not fun.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Oh, these people are just saying,
Won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
It's their own fault. Sorry for not being here when we need to. Oh god, no. Ooh.
I've got the signal.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Oh, nice.
Whatever.
I
saw the video, and the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Alright, time to head back. Or... I guess we're not doing it quite yet, I guess? Curious. Just have to look around and see if we can get it there.
Having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold, it's somebody's home.
Can't believe we shoot people when you do sports.
We're going to shut down the bastards who did.
My god, man. It's very unfortunate people can't be safe while watching their game. God, I wish... Mr. Recoil and suck on these things. Don't you dare bring that one. Thank you. Don't want to deal with another freaking turtle all of a sudden. Because that'd be very annoying. Okay. There we go. Oh, man. Sucks that you don't pay attention, man.
Footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Okay. Okay, oh, okay. The metal back. Sweet. Yeah, let's have a nice gun. I can't tell me to use that gun.
Victor, seal the bunker. Acknowledged. How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
That's a lot. Damn.
Third of our people.
But the technically they tell us that, like, but the message implies there's like exactly 1,000,000, or like something like that. It's close to it.
You understood that one too? Yes. Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Now it's on their back. Nice. Fortunately, have to find a way through it, so it figures. Oh. Wait, did... I was looking for a second. I was thinking like this time I managed to take the grenade around the corner like that. That was like gonna be an insane throw. Didn't cover. Hmm. There we go. You're not doing it to me. Screw you, man. Alright. Let's get out of here. Oh, whoa. Gotta throw like freaking turrets at us. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm got a bad gun for this. Ah, freaking overload's recharging. God damn it. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. You are not putting the other ones up. Screw you. Not dealing with that right now. Ugh! I forgot about shield enemies. Alright. Find my gun. And I start blasting. Busting. There we go. Now it's working out a bit. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Ah, there we go.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Oh, of course they did. Ah, jeez. Now where can we go? That's the important thing we need to find out here. Wait, that's just a circle. Hmm. Okay. Ah, gotta go with that. Hmm. Okay. That's kind of idea. I thought that we need to head this way, go around. So I'm hoping it's the right way. It'd be unfortunate if we don't like the freaking wild goose chase all of a sudden. Hmm. Wait, did we? Hmm. Weird. Let's see what that is. Ugh. I'm looking around at this point trying to figure out what the hell we can do. Okay. Feels like this area's kind of on the pointless side. I don't know what the deal with that is. I think. Hmm. I feel there's gonna be a lot of times where I'm like, wait, actually, oh, never mind. Duh. Let's see. Yeah, let's switch back to one of these. I don't know why I didn't notice that at first. It's been like very weird. Now I am almost suspecting for us to probably be attacked on the way over. Wouldn't be surprised. Okay. I love sliding like that. It's pretty awesome. There we go, we made it. Finally. Jeez.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
And we're being attacked.
Forces inbound. Looks like we've got a siege on our hands.
Up. I see her there. Switch to sniper rifle. Don't do it right now. Wait, what? That was weird. There we go. Yeah, the Techno had to have the first separate rifle ahead. It's just one of the ones where you have to like reload after each shot, but like blows heads off like super nicely. Kind of like that one, honestly. Oh, I shot the wall. I mean, this one kind of does too, but not like as efficiently. Nice. The love is like to finish him off like that. There we go.
Looks like we got a second to catch our breath.
If anybody needs fresh clips or a bathroom break, now's the time.
Over to the bathroom.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
I saw a supply cache in the building next door if you want to stock up.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Please. Alright, they're probably. Oh, hi.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close.
It's already close. Ow! That hurt. God damn, dude. Gotta forget to deal with the one of these things in this. There are, damn it. Yeah, I figure if I switch over to someone else, find it working. Probably would have liked, honestly. She showed me acid me. Rude. Sometimes you do that, man. Come on. Oh, nice hop. Come on. Hop up. Come on. Oh, you're almost freaking dead. Let me kill you. There we go.
There. You can open the life pod now. There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
Wasn't much time then.
Be careful, he's confused.
Probably very confused.
Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been
a few minutes. No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
That's cool. What else is the only one that actually works?
left of it. Few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may
Good
be
question.
necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
Feels being taken advantage of.
How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I've read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
I saw what happened to your people. I know you must be grieving. But they died 50,000 years ago. My people are dying right now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
I think they already have been interested. Cerberus is shooting them.
Human.
You're shooting them the whole time.
I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Shake hand? No shake the hand. Oh, that's unfortunate.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Yeah, let's see what happens with that. Might be interesting.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
Okay.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
Oh, he's fine. Come on. Just give me a dirty look, but yeah.
Studying Protheans.
We've never met one before. Nothing wrong with playing it safe. Should we be worried?
That depends on you.
Hold me.
I can sense fear in you. Anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes.
Which? Oh, it's the same again. A lot of things going on here.
You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
It's a very fortunate timing if you like knew nothing about it.
It was too late.
Ah, okay.
I don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist.
A lot going on with him, Sky, apparently.
Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Then I'd say you found an ally. The goal of this ship is to wipe the Reapers from existence.
But how far are you willing to go to achieve that goal? Lies are easy to detect, but you seem to be telling the truth, Commander. For now.
At least you seem to be.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight.
Got us covered, yay.
Before they die, will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
For this, I don't care though.
I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
Apparently.
Discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
I love this kind of like fish out kind of stuff. This is amazing.
Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
And welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
All right. Whew. Yeah, that was a lot. Solid core battery. Where's the med bay? Yeah, they're going to throw some upgrades on. Let's try to. At least. So is this where we go? Oh no, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. Not worth it. So let's go and talk to yours. Maybe you might throw something in. Who knows? At least if I knew where the hell he is. God damn it. Yeah, those kind of assuming the probably would have been back there, but guess it's not the case. Oh, that was good. Damn it. Didn't pop in the arrow's face.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to
Welcome back, Lab.
instead terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages.
Yeah, and it just has to they'll be closing things down like relatively soon.
What should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
But I will do that later. So I'm gonna move on. Alright, so let's go back up here. Alright. So, they got called, productive-ish? Kinda, sorta. I don't know. Yeah, but I think we managed to get through a couple missions, and then we got through, like, the Live in DLC, which is, like, way longer than I thought it was. But I guess I was just good with the fact that we got it out of the way. It just feels like, what? Kind of weird, I don't know. Yeah, but, yeah, thank you for coming along. So I think the plan, so I think next week we're gonna actually connect to the main story. So I think we kind of like ignore that a little bit, just how we get through it. But yeah, do the main story next week, next Monday. As for next few days, Wednesday we're going to be so Wednesday night. Oh jeez, okay. Yeah, they're trying something a little different. Hopefully this like late night one kind of reel a better, because it'll give me a little bit of like wiggle room, because trying to deal with everything else was doing Thursdays was not working out for me. But yeah. Wednesday night we're gonna start to play Till Innocence. As for Saturday, I'm not sure. Does mean I'm gonna be Anthicon on Friday and pause by Saturday. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. We'll see what happens when we get that day. All right, so yeah, and yeah, we'll let you guys know. We'll see if what I'm interested in playing. But all right, so we're going to go ahead and right Craig. All right, so there's that. And thank you all for coming once again, and we will see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Right. Hi, Coop.